New question, the member from Chatham-Kent-Essex.
Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services. Minister, you know about the fire this past weekend at Toronto South. Several correctional officers and staff were taken to hospital and treated for smoke inhalation. Well, we just learned that there was a fire at Toronto East Detention Centre back on November 27th, resulting in 12 staff, including 6 COs and 6 RNs, being taken for smoke inhalation, and an additional 3 inmates were also taken to hospital. As was the case, several safety and security breaches occurred, and it would appear as though staff were muzzled once again. Staff and inmate assaults, suicides and disturbances are occurring more frequently. Minister, you need to start listening to the issues these officers are bringing forward. Minister, actions speak louder than words. Demonstrate the respect that they deserve before an officer is seriously hurt or, God forbid, killed. Their lives are placed in danger daily, and they watch even the worst of the worst offenders. They play an integral part in the rehab. So, Speaker, to the Minister, when will you start listening and act upon their recommendations and fix this crisis in corrections?
Thank you. Minister.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Speaker, let me first start by recognizing many of our hardworking corrections, probation and parole officers who are here today. Speaker, the member is right. They work in a very difficult environment, and they work very hard every single day to keep our communities safe. I think, Speaker, one of the things that I've been doing in my capacity as the minister has been talking to a lot of people, including our correctional officers, as to how do we build a better system of corrections. And one thing, Speaker, I've heard again and again, including from our correctional system officers, that the status quo is not good. We need to transform our system, Speaker. And Speaker, the very first step in that transformation is hiring more new correctional officers. And Speaker, that is why we have been working hard on that front. Over the last 2 years alone, Speaker, we have hired 571 new correctional officers. But Speaker, we are not stopping there. We will continue to hire even more correctional officers in months and years to come, and make sure that they get the intensive, proper training in order to keep our community safe.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Well, Minister, if you respect them, stop endangering them.
Yeah.
We learned this morning that corrections staff rejected your tentative agreement, citing a 67% no vote. So it's back to the table. Detention centres are overcrowded and understaffed. Caseloads for our probation and parole officers are huge, and there are instances where these officers are met by probation parolees carrying weapons. Where are the safety measures to protect our officers? Minister, labour disruption means putting management, even inmates, at risk at our detention centres. Communities would be put at risk where detention centres are, and I'm told by very reliable sources that a strike could also mean a huge setback of months or even years for all the work that probation and parole officers are currently doing for their clients, since there be no accountability. Minister, we know your ministry has been preparing for a labour dispute. What steps have you taken in the event of a labour disruption to ensure the safety of all?
Thank you. Be seated, please. Be seated, please. And when I say thank you, it's over. Minister.
Well, Speaker, we will continue to work with our correctional staff and all our partners to make sure that our
The member from Windsor West is warned. Carry on.
Speaker, that our jails are safe, and our correctional officers in particular, they are safe at all times. Speaker, what ironic is that from the member opposite, of all the questions he's asked, I've heard of no plan around transformation. How would he propose that we change the status quo, in fact, Speaker?
Order. I'm seeking cooperation from everybody, and we are on the warning system. Finish, please.
Speaker, he serves under a leader who actually supported the dumb on crime policies by the Harper Conservatives that resulted in the kind of overcrowding that we see in our jails, Speaker. And not to mention, just in October of 2012, the member opposite had issued a press release asking for wage increase for our local union members.